everyone, and welcome to the second game of tonight's cup. I do actually just need to remove that as it is from the last game's rehost. There we go. Okay, welcome to the second game for tonight's cup. We have Gentlemen in Underwear versus Corvidae. This should be an absolutely fantastic match. We do have on GIU's side, we have Emorin, Crude, Tariel, Moogie and Deals, and on Corvidae's side we do have PD, Lusty, Wildman, Dilbert and Fanatic, and they are going to be defending the kitchen and trophy room first. We are on Chalet tonight, guys. This is a very classic map, a very common map actually. On Sunday's ESL it was the most picked map with about a 50% pick rate, which is just shocking. But again, it's a very quite a favoured map for most teams, a very practiced map for all these teams, and a very roam-heavy map with a lot of stairwells, a lot of hatches, and so expect to see a lot of roaming, and expect to see the roamers be very impactful and very slippery if they do manage to get away from the initial firefights. So, Corvidae on the defense first, pick kitchen and trophy room. Let's see what we have. We have the trophy wall being reinforced by PD. I expect that to be banded straight up. We have the double reinforcement onto kitchen wall, and we do see Lusty reinforced on the other side of kitchen, with Fanatic getting the small side kitchen wall. And so we are going to see a full reinforcement of the kitchen wall here. We see the hatches being blown out by Dilbert right now.
10 seconds to go.
And let's have a look upstairs is where I wanted to go. We have both hatches being reinforced at the moment out of Corvidae, and no additional reinforcements. However, Wildman has popped windows left, right, and center to see what he can find. We have a Lusty currently roaming over in the gaming room, and Wildman is upstairs as well, currently roaming, and I think that is it. The other three are correct. No, Fanatic is, yeah, that is, and the other three are inside at the moment. So only a two-man roam. Alright, GIU are going to be pushing in. We see the Emorin does actually look up and sees the broken window. Does not bother to actually try and go for it. Is instead going to try and peek and see what he can find. Hopefully he did see Dilbert cross there, but did not go for the shot.
Drone is ready to go.
And we do have a couple of shots being fired out. Tyrael is going to probably climb this ladder. He did notice that the window was busted as well. Emorin does head up first. Takes a couple of pot shots, but only hits the snow. Moogie is actually in upstairs already at this point. Does drain out for himself, as he did realize that he did lose his drone. Just going to drone out and see if Emorin can jump in the window. Calls that it's clear, and he will just charge off very confidently. I don't know if they checked office or not. He takes out both vanilla cameras there, and looks down and sees the barricaded door. Crew does come in as well and takes out the hatch. Meanwhile, Deals is also draining out for himself in the basement. Just trying to look to see who he can find. He saw that the hatch was busted in the corner of Trophy, and that will let them know that they can drop. He will look above here, hopefully, and see the hatch that has also been blown out there. But alas, he will not. Tyrael is going to climb up as well. It looks like GIU are going to take a very vertical approach to this. Everyone going upstairs, with the exception of Deals, who is currently still droning. He will actually come and join them very shortly, I think, or maybe even go through the trophy window. He is. Oh, and he finds Fanatic and takes him out. That is the Clutch King gone. Fanatic loving to play his anchor and makes mad clutches of it. We see Moogie does take out PD as well, as he finds the roamer, I believe that was. He has jumped into the site now. He is in trophy. The smoke grenades are getting taken out. He did see Crude there, and he comes over to the mirror wall, sees that it's banded and takes them out, and that is it. And meanwhile, we do have Ty. He is going to be planting in the trophy room there, and the plank goes down, and Deals takes out the Wildman. It is now all down to Lusty. Lusty is an amazing player, and we'll have to see if he can 1v4. This will be very hard for him, I do believe, and Deals does clean him up just like that, and GIU do take round number 1 off of Corvidae here with a great start to the game. A very dominant play by them. They droned up everywhere, knew where they could go, took out all the trophy dwellers, and then just pushed the rest out as they do force their way in. Corvidae unable to actually take that back out. We do have Emo, and we are going to see GIU take the basement. Okay, this is interesting. I'm not sure what's going to happen from here, but we do have Bandit, Valkyrie, Smoke, Jaeger, and Mira coming out for the GIU, where we do have PD, Ash, Jackal, Buck, and Habana coming out from Fnatic. As
attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
They do just settle that about GIU potentially texture glitching. It turns out they didn't, so it is all good. We keep playing and GIU keeps their advantage against Corvidae. Mugi does reinforce the basement here. He's going to put down a Jaeger just at the back there to try and protect them. You do put it that far back so it doesn't get killed by a Thatcher nade. We do have double barbed wire going down onto the stairwell there. We see 2 hatches get reinforced while the third one does get left unreinforced. We have half of the stop wall being reinforced there, while Habana Mira does go down on a soft wine cellar wall with a shield on the inside of the wall, actually, so they can't ash it, so it will protect you indefinitely. And no second mirror has gone down yet, which is interesting. I have to wait and see where he does put it. As deals versus the wall, that mirror shotgun is horrible versus walls. He does finally take it out, however it takes most of his clip. PD now on his glads. He definitely loves his glads. Wildman are droning out for him. They do find what I believe is Mugi up the top there.
No, you don't.
Lusty as well right now. Going to be peeking. They know where Mugi is, however, he does actually just peace out after he gets droned out, and he goes back down to the basement. Wildman gets downed by Mugi there, and he does get the pistol kill. Oh, and we see Lusty take out Emarin as well, and Lusty then takes out Mugi as well in reply. Lusty almost died there, actually. He was very lucky to be able to pick up those double kills, as Mugi was actually using his pistol and all that. If he did have his rifle and it was reloaded, that would have been a very dead Lusty. However, he picks up the double kill and he moves forward. He's going to drain out here. Work out that it's all clear. We do have PD shooting through the floor at the moment. Finding no one. Crude takes out Dilbert from above. Where was Crude after all that? He did actually jump out, and he is now going to go into the trench, but he downs himself. He doesn't land onto the thing like he wanted. They do shoot him out, but PD will clean him up. As when a downed enemy is outside, that is all you need. And it is now a 2-on-4 here. 2-on-3, sorry. As Crude did Crude gave up his life for nothing. Although Lusty drones out Tyrael there. However, Tyrael will continue to hold his spot. He is going to he actually hits PD there through the floor. It only takes about 40% of his health gone. PD does try to flank around to see what he can find. He hasn't actually shot through the wall too much yet. He is shooting a plank of wood that cannot be destroyed. Lusty taking out Fnatic taking out the barbed wire here, but Lusty has pushed through the blue, and that is PD taking out Tynet. It is now all up to Deals here on this mirror. He does get droned out. They know exactly where he is. They are pinging him out. PD will clean him up with that ping, and Corvidae will take out round 2 as they tie it up a 1-1 here. As we move into the third round, all tied up 1-1. Corvidae does go back on the defense, and they still have the whole map open up to them. Will they continue to stick with Kitchen and Trophy Room, or will they rotate back downstairs? No, they do stay with Kitchen Trophy. And we do have Bandit, Jaeger, Valkyrie, Smoke, and Mira come out of Corvidae, while we do have Buck, Habana, Thermite, Ash, and Glaz coming out for GIU, making no changes to their lineup here. And we will have to see how this will go. On their push back into Kitchen Trophy, no team making any change to their lineups. So if we'll have to see how Corvidae will react though to GIU's favoured push there. To GIU's push, sorry. And they'll have to see if they do anything differently. As we do see the exact same setup currently coming out of Corvidae here, as we actually have a mirror now. I don't believe that's something they ran last time. I know it was actually. He did run mirror. Fnatic was playing Mirror last time and he got picked up pretty quickly. So the Mirror wall does go down onto the kitchen trophy, onto the trophy wall again, as it is reinforced, and we do see the full reinforcement again coming out of on the kitchen wall, and a Mirror go down on it as well. They haven't yet reinforced the short side wall, as Dilbert continues to put shots through, and most hatches have been opened up here. Double reinforcement on the PD, and then just the hatches reinforced as well upstairs. However, we do have Glads putting holes into the wall here from outside. Deal's making sure that he sees everything. Meanwhile, Lusty's actually been taken to half health here. He is fighting with a drone now. Wildman just outside as well. Wildman actually in the kitchen. Not the kitchen, in the master bedroom there. Needs to be very careful that Lusty does not return to try and deal with him while he is on drone. Lusty currently sitting on the stairwell here. He does hear the window above him get smashed, while Imorin is just outside. He is going to head back down slightly onto the basement. Wildman goes to half health from Deals. On the outside, he's going to try and crawl his way to victory here, and he does manage to get out alive by crawling, making sure he doesn't expose himself to Deals. Moogie has gone very low as well at the moment. He is draining out to see what he can find. He goes upstairs, doesn't see anyone on the basement, and continues to move upstairs. They do clear out master bedroom here, and Moogie is actually onto the library windows here. Tries to flash out PD, as he does jump in. And he does see PD, goes for a downs, it's the double down. They ping each other out, and Crude will come in to assist him at this point, and Crude will clean up the kill and then revive Moogie. It's always better for you to actually take that kill unless you're going to revive a, he misses the camera there, unless you're going to revive a Cav for the interrogation. But, however, that is situational again. It is generally better to go for the kill, as finishing off an operator is better than reviving an operator and risking getting shot from their reinforcing operator as well. Or at least if you pick them up, the reinforcing operator will not, will actually move away and will not try to take them off. As we do have Deals, goes under the window, and Fnatic just gets away. He does hop onto camera here. Let's see what he says. He does see Deals outside. Meanwhile, Lusty takes out Moogie. That is the Ash gone. Crew does trade straight back onto the Lusty, though. Is now a 3-on-4 as Jaeger drops as well. And we have Wildman sitting below, waiting, currently in the kitchen. Imorin does clean up Dilbert as well. So now it is a 2 versus 4 here. Imorin upstairs, looking to see what he can find. He does find Wildman, however, he does get alive. He does reload while he does try to kill Wildman, but Crude cleans him up. He's now all down for Fnatic. He's got 4 people to find. He downs Crude, and he will actually kill Deals there as well. He's taking out 2. He's got another 2 to find, and they have 15 seconds left. Tyrael is planting, though, and Imorin has dropped to cover it. The diffuser does go down, and now it is left to Fnatic. All the pressure is onto Fnatic to find the 2 kills or get the diffuser, or potentially both as well. Most likely both. They do know exactly where he is, and he needs to make this work. Tyrael gets killed by Fnatic by a headshot. Is now all down to Imorin here. It is a 1 versus 1, and he does not know where he is. Fnatic with a slither of health. Can he do it? Half the defuse time is up. He needs to get a move on, or else he won't be able to defuse here. He needs to realize that Imorin is on his right. He doesn't peek it, but Imorin will see his gun and take him out through the floor. Fnatic almost, with this so close, will not take him out. That is so unfortunate. He worked so hard and did so well. But he does not take it out, and Imorin will pick him up for the win of the round. We are now 2-1 to GIU, and we do see a pattern here, a trend of defenders winning, of attackers winning, sorry. And we'll have to see if this continues, and if Corvidae will be able to manage to pick this up. However, we do see GIU opting to take an adaptation to their bomb site, and they will take kitchen and trophy. We do have Bandit, Valkyrie, Smoke, Jaeger, and Pulse for the defense of the kitchen trophy. We'll have to see how this adaptation will work onto Corvidae. Meanwhile, Corvidae will take a Glaz, Ash, Jackal, Buck, and Habana for their attack. Obviously not afraid of the basement defense. Again, just not taking the Thermite. I'm going to take the Habana. They do gamble on the kitchen trophy. Change up from GIU, and they are right. They do have this Wildman on this Jackal. He absolutely loves it. It's really good for hunting down these roamers. So we'll have to see how useful he actually becomes with his helmet. Having a look at the setup of GRU, we see the full kitchen, the full trophy will get reinforced and probably bandited here. We will see 2 half walls reinforced onto the kitchen. And then what do we have upstairs? Just the hatches, and then that's it. Do we have anything in the basement being reinforced? Yes, we have the snowmobile garage getting reinforced, and that will be it. I do like Moogie does reinforce the wine cellar room as well. Alright, moving over to Corvidae, let's see what they have. We have Wildman droning out into the library. He doesn't see anyone, so he will shoot out the window and then make a jump for it as he does reload his drum mag. And then just drones out again to make sure no one will rotate into him. He does jump in. He hasn't yet put on his camera. There it is now. He does see the footsteps. He's not going to scan them. He's instead going to look for it. Now he scans it. So let's see who he finds. He finds a Valkyrie. So that is Crude getting spotted out. And he identifies Smoke straight off again. So now they know where 2 people are now. And you'd have to imagine that Smoke would be on site. Yes, he is. And let's find out. Crude is probably on site as well. He's on the cameras. He does see Lusty in the fireplace hall at the moment. Shooting down into the basement. And now up to the top. Tries to shoot out the first of the walls. He will ash it. It does not take out the barbed wire though, which is still there. And he still hasn't seen this camera. Crude is actually in the basement right now. Wildman looking for droning him out. Crude did hit the drone, but hasn't gone for it. You have to wonder to see whether Wildman will know where he's there. They did see Moogie, I think. And Wildman is currently in the basement. He is in the snowmobile garage. So when he comes through, he takes out the camera. He just puts on his helmet, and he does not see the. He's not seeing any footprints. And Lusty does take out Deals though. PD cleans up Ty, and Crude does come for it. Wildman sees him and takes off his head. All of a sudden, it's a 2 versus 5. Emo, Rin, and Moogie have some work to do here, as they are being very cautious. Moogie is actually downstairs in the basement right now, looking to see if he can get a peek. He does actually come out of the door. He sees Lusty, downs him, doesn't kill him. He will actually now pick him up and kill him, but Wildman will probably come back into the basement to clean him up. No, he does not. They do decide to actually rush onto the site now that they know that there must only be one on site here. Emo Rin does get droned out. They know exactly where he is at this point. Moogie is going to try and come back up. However, they are going to try and plant into kitchen. Emo Rin is locked in this trophy room right now. Moogie is still sitting on the stairs waiting for a flank to happen. It's not going to happen. Fnatic is trying to get the plant. Emo Rin tries to take a couple of shots with his silenced MP7. Running this bandit with a silencer. He loves his silencers, but he doesn't hit anything. And PD does take out Moogie. Now it's all down to Emo in here. He's got 4 of Corvidae to find. He jumps up, but he's not managed to see Fnatic there. And PD will actually peek this. Emo Rin does find PD. PD does get flashed though. And Emo Rin takes off PD's head there with a beautiful shot. And he will look upstairs. He knows the Dilbert's there. The Valcam is there telling him, but he walks straight into Fnatic, who is prone. And Fnatic will clean him up. And that is Attackers winning round 4. This trend continues as we are now tied up 2-2. Dilbert comes out with your cam is annoying, by the way, as he was permanently getting scanned by the cam. Alright, all 2-2 tied up. We do see Corvidae onto the fence again. Still, we have all bomb sites unlocked for everyone. As only Attackers have won so far. And we will see a wine cellar and snowmobile garage coming out of Corvidae. So they are going to make an adaptation here as well to see if they can't pick up a win. Meanwhile, we will see Bandit, Jaeger, Valkyrie. I think that was Mirror and Smoke.
Defenders, protect your bombs from being
Yes, it was.
attackers.
Look at that. I am good. On the defense, meanwhile, we will have Glaz, Ash, Thermite, Habana, and Buck for the attack. We'll have to see how this change up of the bomb sites will impact our trend of it only Attackers winning. Corvidae might be able to get a defensive win out of this if they're careful. PD does put the bandit charge in view of the hatch there, of the drone hole, sorry. So Crude will see that. They will say that it is unaffected by it, and we'll have to see if PD will try to bandit trick. Meanwhile, we see a little rotate hole being made so far into the trend. I think he did give up. The Mirror was making that. No, he does come back to it now, and he will try and finish it up as he does reload. Fnatic. Mirror versus a wall is becoming quite a common theme here, as he does put down his second mirror on this side here. Corvidae is basically a team that does this exclusively, as it watches over blue entrance and the stairwell. Most teams will put it on here to watch the snowmobile garage. And it does look like Ty is actually going to try and plant this on as they are waiting for the grenade to come down to take out the bandits. As PD does get it. PD tricking it and does clean it up. He's waiting for a nade to come through, or maybe even a drone. The second nade does come down. He backs off a little bit. Ty does go to put it down, and PD will actually put it down and take out the second thermite. And Ty's first match back in, and he doesn't manage to get the bandit. And just like that, PD has nothing to worry about. They probably should have tried to get a Hibana into this as well. As PD does just place down the last of his bandits on it, just so they can't get the Hibana and back out. And meanwhile, Wildman does take out Tyrael from the gaming room as he did come flying in. As they will rotate around still. He found a drone. Needs to be very careful of that open door there. However, no one is there from GRU. We do see Lusty currently sitting upstairs in the library, looking out to see what he can find. Everyone else into the basement as Crude takes out PD there. Fnatic is looking through the trench here. He does see him. Crude tries to take a couple of pre-fires on there. However, Fnatic does not waver. Deals now are going to be pushing in, and the smoke nade comes out as Crew does try to push in, uses the shield. Fnatic tries to pre-fire him, but everyone misses. The bearing 9 comes out from Crew, but he misses everything. Fnatic gets a knife kill, tries to do the exact same thing to Moogie, but Moogie will actually take him out first. And now they have pushed into Weinstock. It is now a 3 versus 3 here as Gilbert walks straight into Moogie and gets his head taken off. And we are now on a 2v3 as Lusty and Wildman do need to get back onto side here. They are going to try and push in through the back. And Deals will get found out by Wildman after missing a couple of times. He will take off the head. However, he does have the diffuser now down in front of him. However, he will move. And because Lusty has gone down, they are draining him out, and they will use the time that they do know that he is getting res to try and get the plant. Emo Rin, I think, is going to go for the plant here as a 2 versus 2. Yes, they are going to plant in the snowmobile garage. Let's see if they respond to this. Wildman is coming back down the stairs of the basement, of the kitchen stairs, and he does find that it is not there. Lusty has gone into blue corridor here. He sees Emo Rin, but he misses, and Emo Rin makes him pay by hitting him in the head. And it is now all down to Wildman. He has 2 people to find. Moogie sees him first and will take him out. And our attacker trend continues as GRU take out round 5. Now 3-2 up here. Having a look through the scores, we do have Crude on 5-3 and 5, Emaroon on 5-0 and 2, Moogie on 6-1 and 3, Deals on 3-3 and 4, White Tie is on double donut and 4. We do have PD on 5-1 and 4, Fnatic on 5-0 and 3, Wildman on 4-0 and 4, Lusty on 4-0 and 4. Also, Wild Dilbert is on 0-1 and 4. Alright, we are going to see the wine cellar and snowmobile garage be taken by GRU as they do move back onto their favored bomb site as the first bomb site they did originally. Just to see if they can't, if they keep swapping out their bomb sites, just to see if they can take a win here. Dilbert will actually find Moogie and they will probably figure out from that it is going to be a basement hold as Moogie is reinforcing that exceptionally quickly. So now they know it is a trophy defense as Deals now tries to verse the wall as Mira. Now he has to reload after his 5 shots. Let's look at this. Mira versus the wall again, as he has missed now a connection spot. He has missed 2 connection spots here. This is painful to watch. Mira needs a buff on her destruction of environment here, because this is disgusting. It's going to take him 3 full clips to actually take out this wall here. Alright, as he misses the wall again, finally he will go through, but he realizes he still can't get through here. Oh god, this shotgun is bad. Finally he picks it up, and meanwhile, get back to the game. Wildman has picked out Moogie here. As straight onto the kills. Wildman and Moogie, both with the Lamals. Curry goes to finish off his reinforcements on the wine cellar here. While he is getting covered. Emo tries to call track. Moogie does laugh it off though. And we see PD currently droning out. Will drone out bar and see nothing. Go back upstairs, I think. Yes, he will head upstairs. Lusty is currently upstairs with him. Fnatic and PD both droning out for him. Dilbert also upstairs at the moment. So that makes everyone upstairs. However, Lusty is going to drone downstairs with Wildman. Wildman's drone, however, does back up again, as they do call that they have control of the full map here at the moment. The Wildman does call a soft hatch while they do wait for Dilbert to get over there to blast it. As now Wildman will hold an angle onto the stairs just to make sure that nothing comes up from him. Lusty going to be draining down into blue, seeing nothing. PD looking through will take out the bandits onto the main garage, onto the snowmobile garage door there though. Still trying to shoot through the floor. He sees nothing. Ty almost walks in front of him though. As Ty does go behind the bench here, he needs to be very careful. He doesn't get picked up through the floor though, as it is very easy to do so if you get the angles right. However, I don't think they expect anyone to be there. Crude holding from behind the fridge here. He needs to be careful that no one comes from his back, which I don't think they will do. Oh yes, and that is PD finding Ty. He gets him tagged. He finally downs him. And we'll switch up to the pistol to confirm the kill there. Is now a 3 on 5, and Emo Rin is exceptionally low as well, as he will hold an angle onto Hatch, but they will not drop it. Crude upstairs as well, looking to try and come back and pick up Wildman. Wildman does see him though, and they both down injure each other a lot. Wildman does have the drum mag, but Crude pulls out the Deagle and just takes him out. Emo Rin is also taking out Lusty, and now we're back to a 3 on 3. However, the health advantage still lies with Corvidae. A smoke nade does come down, and Emo Rin takes out Dilbert as well, but Dilbert gets the nade off before death, and Emo Rin pays for it with his life. He is now a 2 versus 2 here. However, Crude is exceptionally low still, and Deals is on full health as well. He gets drained out. They know exactly where he is, and 15 seconds left, and the diffuser is still upstairs. Fnatic will go back and pick it up here, and he will drop the hatch as Deals takes out PD, as it's now all up to Fnatic. He does not have time. He needs to go for the plan here, as it is going down. Deals will hear him, and it will be Crude that will find him, and he will stop the plan. So defenders will actually win round 6 there, as it is now 4-2, match point to GIU, as they manage to make Corvidae run out of time, despite a fantastic start for Corvidae there. And now we see GIU in threat of actually ending Corvidae's night here, and this will be the first time Corvidae have been taken out of the CG Cup. I would like to say Corvidae have won every single one that has happened so far, and this will be their first loss in it. Alright, as we do move on to our match point game, match point round, we do have 6-3 and 5 for Crude, 7-0 and 3 for Emo Rin, 4-4-4 for Deals, Mugi on 6-1 and 4. Meanwhile, Ty is still sitting on the double donut with 5 deaths. PD on 6-1 and 5, Wildman on 5-0 and 5, Fnatic also on 5-0 but with 3 deaths. Lusty on 4-1 and 5, and Dilbert on 1-1 and 5. Alright, moving on to the kitchen trophy defense for Corvidae. They do change it back up again to try and get the defense, get a defense win, and they do need to do it. And this will be something they haven't done yet. They need to get this defense win or else they lose. So we are asking Corvidae to completely buck the trend we have seen all night.
5 seconds to go.
GIU just did it. Now let's see if Corvidae can bring out the same magic that GIU just did. Looking onto the operators, we will have a Glaz, Ash, Thermite, Hibana, and Buck on the attacking team, while we will see Bandit, Jaeger, Valkyrie, Smoke, and Mirror on the defense. As we do see Deals has actually been tagged up here. I don't believe he actually hit anyone, as we see Lusty currently sitting in there along with, I believe it's Wildman. Wildman and Lusty both on full health, so they did actually manage to tag Deals, but Deals did not hit them back. Wildman on his cam, this is a very nice cam actually, does manage to see the window there, as Deals does not manage to connect with Wildman, but Wildman does not connect with him either. They do drone him out, so they don't know exactly where he is. He's not actually moving here, so this can be very dangerous. Mugi's going to hold the angle, but Wildman sees him and takes him out. Mugi, I thought, would have had the advantage, and Crude does try to do the exact same thing from the exact same place. Wildman almost got picked out when he did throw out his C4, however, he does manage to get back under in time. And Lusty has actually left him now, has moved over into the hallway just to cover their 6. We do see Buck moving up into the basement side of things. The window is already open. He needs to be very careful that they don't pick him out. He knows no one's there, and he puts a couple of holes in the floor. They're going to presume that, I'm going to presume it's been droned out, and he tags out Lusty, and Lusty gets away with just a slither of health here. Oh, Lusty's so close to death. Wildman does join him in the basement, though, as these two are working together very well on the roam. Emo still upstairs, going to be holding a very tight angle to the stairs. Sees the drone move. Tries to actually shoot it, as Lusty does get downed and then picked back up by Wildman. Probably using the MPX because the Deagle is a monster. Lusty puts through more shots into the floor to see what he can find. Does not see anything, but will just rotate back and will continue doing this as he tries and makes everyone's life very difficult on site. Dilbert, though, is currently sitting on the site in kitchen. The hatch has been blown above him, and Dilbert's probably starting to feel very exposed. The smoke nade comes out, and he will pop it, and that means Crude will not be able to drop down. Whoops, wrong button. Crude, he sees the smoke nade, but does not. He's actually going to fall as he is behind the smoke nade, and he takes out Dilbert. Meanwhile, Lusty will take out Emo and Fnatic will trade onto Crude as well, as it is now a 2 versus 4. Corvidae looking to actually get the defense. Tyrael jumps back out as Deals has been downed as well. He tries to pre-fire Fnatic, but does not find it. But Wildman will, Fnatic will take out Deals, and Wildman will get the kill credit for Ty there for the down. And Corvidae pick up their defensive win. And now we are back into a game. 4-3 now as Corvidae finally get their defensive win. 4-3. GRU still on their match point though. This could absolutely still be a win for GRU, as they will now take the kitchen and trophy room here. We do have a Bandit, Valkyrie, Smoke, Jaeger, and Pulse for Gentlemen in Underwear, while Corvidae will be taking Glaz, Ash, Thermite, Buck, and Habana. Again, if GRU do manage to buck the trend of attackers winning here, if they say they can continue to keep the trend of defensive wins now, since GRU's first defensive win, Corvidae did win one as well, so right now on a 2-win streak for the defenders. We could see GRU advance and end Corvidae's night. Corvidae, though, not going down without a fight. And GRU putting up an absolute stance, considering they have Tyrael's first game back into the pro scene after about 6 months at this point. They've done very well, and I'd have to say that Ty probably isn't as versed in the game as he used to be, as I haven't even seen him play ranked or casual really in any long time. And looking at the defensive setup, we are going to see a very similar defensive setup from what GRU always does. And on this, we do see the snowmobile garage being reinforced, and Moogie being reinforced, the big wall heading down into main garage as well. And that will be all the defense wrote for GRU for their setup. Meanwhile, we have PD currently trying to look onto the trees to see if they can find cameras. A very common sight for those cameras, as we did see from Corvidae last round as well. Lusty is training up in front of him, seeing nothing, hits a drone, and they are just going to split their drones up at this point and see what they can find. Lusty seeing no one behind the bar. Wildman is droning out in the basement right now. He sees the reinforcement go in, and he's being very careful. He takes out the camera and he will go back onto his drone. He doesn't know that Moogie's there at this point. I do believe Moogie is currently sitting with his gun out, so he does see Moogie there. Moogie takes a couple of shots at it, misses, and then backs back out. Wildman knows someone is there at this point. He needs to be very careful. I don't know what he's going to do. He's just going to run straight upstairs as Lusty takes out Crude here, as Wildman takes out both cameras there.
Drone up.
PD will drop back down into the main section. Lusty covering the back into the basement there of the blue stairwell, and he will continue to drone it out for himself, as they are going to try and continue to hunt Moogie. Moogie is sitting into the trench hallway at the moment. He's got nowhere to go from here, so if he gets droned out, that is it. We hear the ash go off. Lusty did just take out a door with it from upstairs. He will go back downstairs. You can see another door is there, and he does ash that one as well, and it will take out the barbed wire as well. Now they have an entrance, and Wildman takes out Deals there, as Deals did rotate back down. Moogie is still downstairs. He goes back onto his drone, and he actually sees Moogie there. What a very nice placement for the drone. He tries to get him through the wall, does not hit him, and backs out. Now Moogie is absolutely aware where he is. He sees him pushing. He's going to try and pre-fire into the wall there. A flashbang does come out from Wildman. Lusty does take out Emo Rin though through all this, and Moogie does leave. We are now on a 2v5 with Ty and Moogie all left for GRU. We could be going into overtime here if Fnatic does win this. Moogie does see the drone come out from Fnatic. He doesn't know Fnatic is actually through the wall. Lusty cleans him up though, as Ty did pick up PD. It is now all down to Ty on this smoke. Dilbert knows exactly where he is, and however, Ty will miss his shots, and Dilbert will hit him in the head and take him out. And we are now into overtime, as Corvidae do manage to pick up the round win. Now 4-4 into overtime. It is now a best of 6. So, sorry, it is now first to 6, should I say. As now everything re-unlocks and the world becomes free again. As we will see GIU on the defense this time. They will take Wine Cellar and Snowmobile Garage, as I believe it has been their most successful defensive site. And we do have Bandit, Valkyrie, Smoke, Jaeger, and Mira for Gentlemen in Underwear for the defense. So their very same lineup they've been running, no adaptations being made. And we are going to see a Thermite, Ash, Habana, Glaz, and Buck coming out for Corvidae. So Wildman did drop that Jackal in favor of Thermite, so they are expecting to go basement, I think. And it has been working for them, as they did drop it last round as well. Opting to take the arguably probably the more useful utility operator there. And Thermite's gun is definitely a good gun as well. Meanwhile, I'm getting sick of watching it, but we are seeing Deals start to take hold of the wall again. Let's come back to that and see what it is. That is the first mag being done, and all he's done is a row so far.
5 seconds left before insertion.
Because he does miss a bit of the wall there as well. I really hate the mirror
Attackers have recovered their
damage.
diffuser. Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb and defuse it.
And we do see a very standard reinforcement setup from the rest of GIU, at least standard for them anyway, and how they play. And we will have PD come up on the thing. Meanwhile, Moogie takes out Wildman really quickly, as that's a very good start. The Thermite goes down. Moogie, I believe, peeked out of a window. Yeah, PD goes really low as well from Moogie. However, he will take him out as he does hit him on the head. And he will look down from the base. Oh, and he tags Emo as he goes really low as well. And the PD does take a bit more damage as well in that firefight, as he will drop. And Ty is going to actually probably reset Emo here, I think. As he just throws a smoke at him to down him, and we'll pick him up. Lusty is going to drone up here right now and see no one, as he goes into the blue hallway here and doesn't see anyone. And we'll continue to look down. We'll not look to the right, as he knows no one's there. He doesn't. There is a cam actually right there. He finally sees it and takes it out. Now they know Lusty is where he. Words. That is hard. Now they know exactly where Lusty is. And we'll have to see how they deal with this. Dilbert does come into the games room though. Meanwhile, Fnatic is going to be pushing upstairs down the kitchen stairwell, as he will drone back up for himself. Meanwhile, Emo is going to hold the angle onto the blue wall there. We have Crude and Deals currently sitting into the wine cellar, and Tyrael sitting in the storage room door, on the connector room door, sorry. We'll actually see Lusty. Will not take a couple of shots through the hole. PD might actually take him out through the floor here, as no PD is watching his back. Lusty is droning out. He sees Emo behind the bins there. And Crude will take out Dilbert with a C4. That is the Buck gone. Pulling out his inner gas. And Fnatic now pushing in through the... will look to try and push in through the basement. It is bandited. He cannot do it. He does not know how to. He will try to do it anyway. As Emo now, he throws a stun grenade, misses it. Well, PD does actually take out Bandit though through the floor. And Fnatic needs to find another way in. 45 seconds left, and it is Fnatic who has the diffuser. He does look like he has to come down through the stairwell, through the main stairs here. As it is currently a 3-on-4. Lusty holding an angle into Crude, and he will find him and down him. And he takes him out through the snowmobile here. Fnatic does take out Tyrael. And what started out really well for GIU will end as Deals gets kill credit onto Fnatic, but Fnatic will also kill Deals, as we do have a trade there. As just like that, we end the first round of overtime. What looked very promising for GIU turned very south very quickly, with a last-minute push from Corvidae secures them the round win. Now they take the lead for the first time since ever, actually, I think, this whole map, because GIU did attack first. So this is the first time Corvidae have actually been in the lead, and they are now on match point. They will be on match point for the rest of the game now, as we do see Corvidae does take Wine Cellar and a Snowmobile Garage for their defense, also opting to go into the basement. And then we do have Bandit, Jaeger, Valkyrie, Smoke, and Mirror coming out for Corvidae, while we see Buck, Hibana, Thermite, Ash, and Glaz coming out for
Attackers need to
Gentlemen
locate
in
and defuse
underwear.
as many bombs as they can.
Alright, having a look through the scores here, we do see 8-3 and 8 for Crude, 7-0 and 6 for Emo, and 5-4 and 7 for Deals, 7-1 and 7 for Moogie, and 1-0 and 8 for Tyrael, finally got himself off the double donut. We do see Wildman on 8-2 and 6, PD on 8-1 and 6, Fnatic on 9-0 and 4, Lusty on 9-1 and 5, and Dilbert on 2-1 and 7. As we do see Fnatic doing their very standard setup here. They are going to put the shield on the trench wall there, opting to think that an Ash might not push it. So we will have the first mirror wall go up on the soft wall there, and the second one will come over here, potentially on a reinforced wall, maybe on a soft wall as well. Fnatic is going to actually reinforce that, and so the mirror wall will go up on the reinforced wall. Meanwhile,
Attackers drop the
GIU. Tyrael just trying to check that all windows are still there. They do, so they know no cam got thrown out this direction. And Moogie on this Ash will be looking to come in from the other side as he does take out the camera there. And we'll head down to the main door. He does see it's busted out actually though, and that causes him to go around another way. Tyrael does actually get the door popped open, and Crude drones in on this Hibana. No, it is just the Hibana hole that pops it open. Make sure that no Bandit will actually be tricking it. They find the smoke in the connector, and then they see Bandit actually goes by the stairs. They do smoke it out, so maybe Tyrael can get in to open up the other side, and he will actually place the thermite and pop it as he runs away there. Moogie looking to push in from the back. Deal's currently sitting and looking through the Hibana hole, and he has shot into the wine cellar here through the unreinforced wall. And he takes out the camera now and just doesn't see anyone there. Meanwhile, we do have PD on this Bandit, currently sitting in the side, looking for the drone that is going to drone him out. There he goes. It is Tyrael's drone, and he takes it out. They do know where PD is at this point. Lusty sitting upstairs on the bedroom hallway, looking out into the main, onto the kitchen main door there. Wildman currently sitting in the great room, in the fireplace room, looking out the front door there. And Dilbert is still in connector while Fnatic is holding trophy window. Meanwhile, Deals does go up onto his drone, and Wildman takes out Crude. And that's a very good start as Hibana does go down. And we do have Ash sitting up into the games room, as they are currently trying to find Wildman where he is. Lusty and Lusty has gone up to the top while Wildman has moved into the dining room here. PD does come up to join him, trying to make sure he doesn't get flanked. As the smoke nade does come out. Wildman takes out Emo in as well. However, Wildman is now going really low, and he takes out Moogie with a C4. That's a 3K so far for Wildman on this game. It is now a 2 vs 5. Deals and Ty have a lot of work to do. As Dilbert's smoke nade does come out, they try and stop the plant with 30 seconds left. I do believe he only has one left at this point. Yes, he does. A stun grenade does come out as he is going to try and plant in the smoke in the corner. And Dilbert will know exactly where it is. Deals does take out PD there, but Dilbert will take out Ty and stop the plant. 18 seconds left. It is now all down to Dilbert.
15 seconds
as he does, Deals, sorry, as he does take out Fnatic. And he's getting shot through the floor. He'll try and come and pre-fire Deals, but he won't. And that is game 6-4 going over to Corvidae. What a fantastic match that was. I don't think anyone saw a game like this turning up. GIU putting on the pressure. However, Corvidae doesn't give up without a fight, and they do end up taking the map with the comeback. That was a fantastic game. It was probably the game of the night, I think. And there you go, guys. That is your final score. Wildman on 11 kills there with a fantastic 3K at the end. And we'll have a new game very shortly for you guys. I want to thank you for watching, and we'll see you shortly.